Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today's question, should you buy or lease a car? It's one of those age-old debates that gets a lot of people scratching their heads, and honestly, it's not always an easy choice. So today we're going to break it down for you, the pros, the cons, and everything in between, so you can make an informed decision that actually makes sense for you. And trust me, this decision is more important than deciding whether to go with the pineapple or plain pizza. We're talking serious money here, folks. So before we hit the gas and get rolling, make sure to like, subscribe, and ring that bell. And of course, share this video with your friends who are about to go car shopping. You'll save them a ton of time, money, and well, headaches. Alright, let's get started with the basics. When you buy a car, you're basically owning it outright. You pay for it in full or take out a loan to finance it, but in the end, the car is yours. You can drive it as much as you want, customize it, sell it, or just keep it forever. It's your car. Simple, right? Now, when you lease a car, you're essentially renting it for a fixed term, usually between 2 to 4 years. You don't own it. Instead, you're paying for the depreciation of the car over that term, plus interest, taxes, and fees. Think of it like renting an apartment. You don't own it, but you get to enjoy it as long as you follow the rules. At the end of the lease term, you return the car or buy it for a predetermined price. So, in short, buying means ownership. Leasing means renting. Alright, let's take a look at buying a car first. Now, this is the route many people take for a variety of reasons, so why might you choose to buy a car? Let's break it down. First up, ownership. When you buy a car, it's yours forever. That's right, no expiration date on this one. You can drive it into the ground if you want, and it still belongs to you. You want to keep it for 20 years? Go ahead, it's your call. Second, let's talk about no mileage limits. When you buy a car, you can drive it as much as you want. There's no penalty if you go over a certain number of miles. So if you're someone who commutes long distances or likes road trips, this can be a huge perk. No stressing over whether or not you're going to go over your mileage limit like you would with a lease. Third, there's long-term value. When you own a car, after you've paid it off, you have something that still has value. Even if it's not worth what it used to be, it's still a tangible asset. You could sell it down the line, trade it in, or keep it until the wheels literally fall off. Either way, you own it, and that's a nice feeling. Fourth, no restrictions on modifications. Got a burning desire to put a custom exhaust on your car or change out the rims? Go for it. You can do whatever you want to your car once you own it. You're the boss. Okay, now let's switch gears and talk about leasing. Leasing might seem like a good idea if you're someone who likes the idea of having a new car every few years without the hassle of selling or dealing with a 10-year-old car that's on its last leg. So, what's so great about leasing? First off, you'll usually have a lower monthly payment. Because you're only paying for the depreciation, taxes, and fees instead of the full price of the car, your monthly payment is typically lower compared to financing or buying outright. It's like paying rent for a really awesome car. Second, let's talk about driving a new car every few years. If you're someone who loves the idea of having the latest and greatest, leasing can be a fantastic option. You'll be in a brand new car with the latest technology and features every 2 to 3 years without the headache of trading in or selling your old car. New car smell, anyone? Third, with leasing, you don't have to deal with the long-term maintenance costs that often come with older cars. Most of the time, lease terms are so short that the car is still under warranty. If something goes wrong, it's typically covered by the manufacturer, so you won't have to break the bank on repairs. Lastly, leasing is great if you don't want to deal with the hassle of selling your car down the road. At the end of the lease, you just return the car, and you're done. No haggling, no ads, no who's going to buy this thing stress. Just hand over the keys. Now, let's be real. Nothing is perfect, right? So let's talk about some of the downsides of both buying and leasing a car. Alright, so starting with buying. First off, the cost. Buying a car usually means a larger down payment or higher monthly payments, especially if you're financing. Let's face it, no one loves seeing those large chunks of their paycheck go towards car payments. Second, as the car ages, it loses value. Unlike a lease, where the car's depreciation is factored into your payments, Once you own a car, it loses value every single day. You drive it off the lot, and boom, it's worth less than what you just paid for it. That can feel a little painful, honestly. And lastly, when you own a car, you're responsible for all the maintenance costs once the warranty expires. That check engine light? Yep, that's on you now. The air conditioning, brakes, welcome to adulting. Now, on the leasing side, here are a few cons. First, you don't own the car. At the end of the lease, it's gone, and you've spent all that money with no asset to show for it. You're essentially paying to rent it for a few years and then walk away empty-handed. Second, mileage limits. If you're someone who drives a lot, leases might not be for you. Most leases have mileage limits, usually around 10,000 to 15,000 miles per year. And if you exceed them, you're looking at paying for extra miles, and that can add up fast. Trust me, that cross-country road trip could get expensive. And finally, there's the wear and tear. Leasing contracts often have strict rules about the condition of the car when it's returned. So if your kids have spilled soda in the back seat, or your dog chewed up the interior, you could be hit with some pretty hefty fees when you turn the car in. So what's the bottom line here? Which one should you choose, buying or leasing? Well, honestly, it really depends on your personal situation. If you like the idea of owning your car outright, driving it for years, and not having to worry about mileage limits or returning it in a few years, then buying is probably your best bet. Plus, you'll have long-term value on your side. But if you're someone who likes the idea of driving a new car every few years, doesn't mind paying for the privilege and wants lower monthly payments, then leasing might be the better option for you. Alright, now I want to hear from you. Are you someone who prefers to buy your cars, or do you like the idea of leasing? Let me know in the comments below. Let's get a conversation going. And hey, if you found this video helpful, smash that like button, share this with a friend, and of course subscribe so you don't miss out on future videos. Your comments and shares really help the channel grow and get this information out to more people. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.